G'day folks, welcome to Monday afternoon. Sorry, what am I thinking? It's Tuesday actually, we had a public holiday, so technically it's my Monday work day, but it's actually Tuesday. And I found a old caravan fridge to do an autopsy on, or maybe even make something neat out of the ammonia cycle refrigeration system. Something I haven't done yet is absorption refrigeration. Brad's a bit more of an expert on it than I am. Go to youtube.com/V8Jagnut if you haven't already. Yeah, he works on some very big Yazaki chillers that are based on lithium bromide absorption. This one's ammonia. It's got about 1.5 kilos of ammonia in it. But yeah, what Brad works on is different again. So this one runs on propane. I should really turn it up the right way, but it's got no base on it. 24 amps, no, RAM24A is the model actually. Gas, volts 12 or 240, 95 watts. Refrigerant 1,200 grams of NH4, NH4. I was going to say NH4NO3, but that's a different compound. Yeah, it's a bit damaged. Excavator sort of got to it, but it hasn't. I don't think it's done any major damage. I mean, I can still hear liquid sloshing around in the system. Now, if I tip it on its back, you'll hear it. The controls look vastly okay, although it's pinched that wax stat line. That's the coil. Making gurgling noises. It'll take a bit for it to equalise once I stand it upright, but all the feet and the bottom panel's gone. So it looks like I've got a master switch, indicator lamp. That would be a normal thermostat. That's a wax stat for the safety for the gas. In case the pilot goes out, that should close and shut off the gas supply. And that's a igniter. And that would be probably thermostat for gas operation, so there'll be two thermostats. This will vary the flame intensity or volume of gas going to the burner, or no, it's coming out from the line, but that'd alter the volume of gas going through based on the temperature inside. That would alter whether or not it cycles on electric based on the temperature, and that's probably a selector to tell it either gas or electric 240 or electric 12. But I don't have the front panel, so I'm just going to guess. Put an amp meter across 12 volts and I should get continuity once I switch it over. Or even a light. The light should come on, assuming it still works. So yeah, I didn't bother getting the rest of it because it's a bit of a wreck, but we'll try and make something useful out of this part of the system, because I can pull that out through the back. That'll all come out with the ammonia system. And that's all stuck in there, doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to try and stand it upright and let it settle for a bit and try and put 12 volts to it. I don't have a gas regulator, and the gas burner box is pretty badly damaged, so I'm not going to play with that just yet until I realign the burner jet. Otherwise I'm just going to have a flame coming up the outside. Okay, I've got it somewhat level. These should really be level to operate, but it's worth a try as it is. Yeah, I've got to reinstate this burner box, but I just noticed it's packed with woolly shit, which sort of looks like asbestos. But I just did a bit of a flame test and it seems to melt like glass fibre, very low temperature, so I don't think it's asbestos, but I'm going to treat it as such and be very careful when I dismantle this part outside. But for tonight, I just want to see if it's going to work. In theory, everything should still be okay in there, it's just pushed that whole side over. So yeah, I'm just not going to run it on gas or 240 volts yet. We'll run it on 12 volts just in case something goes wrong. Yeah, so charging details on this particular pack unit, and also final details on the cabinet, because this whole back plate unscrews and the whole lot will come out. So it's a neat little unit. And that of course is your condenser. No fan cooling or anything. Get rid of the rocks. It's had a hard life for the last, I don't know, 12 hours tops, just at the scrapyard. Charging ports under there too. So yeah, we've got this one to play with, and I'm probably also going to end up with a just the radar head unit, but it's a surface radar for a boat, 62 kilometres, 1980 vintage. That's all I know. One guy already put it aside, so he's going to pull the horseshoe magnet out of it, and he knows what I do, so he's going to put it back together again, and I'll autopsy what's left of it. It's useless without the base station and the display for it anyway. That was nowhere to be found. So it's just a head unit, the scanner head that spins around on top of a boat. For those who don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, 62 kilometre surface radar. So it should be interesting. I don't think there's an awful lot of stuff in there. It'd be the main control unit that goes inside the boat that I'd be interested in. But the guy was saying it should be about roughly the size of a fridge and weigh about 10 times as much. Like a small fridge, it'd be the size of a bar fridge and just extremely heavy. Full of cool goodies, but it's just not there. I couldn't find it. So I'll endeavour to find some kind of old marine radar or something one day. I live on a peninsula, so there's marinas either side of me, essentially. It's just a bit matter of driving around. Someone's got to have an old radar unit kicking around for autopsy. Might drop me business card in or something. I should make business cards. I don't have business cards. Okay, well I tried hooking it up and I got no voltage, no nothing, so I'm guessing one of the cables has been ripped out of the back of the control. I'm going to have to pull it open and have a look at it. Okay, well, not really going to be doing much with this tonight because that's all that's left of the 12 volt side. Pretty much fell out when I pulled the rest of the unit apart. And the 240 volt side is also equally burnt. It's gone to ground. So it's dead. I either got to run it on gas or throw it back in the bin. Or maybe solar power, but still the sun's not out 24/7, so it's kind of pointless. We've got to try and keep that hot. That's all there is to it. Just heat goes in there and starts the absorption cycle. That's all there is to it, really. You can look up absorption refrigeration on Wikipedia or somewhere like that. But it's an interesting cycle, it really is. The system's still charged with a kilo or so of ammonia, so if I can apply a constant heat source, a regulated heat source to there, it'll work. But yeah, at the moment it's a bit of a mess, so that's all for that one. I'll put it outside and play with it later. Thanks for watching.